Hi everyone, this is Deborah with Usborne Books and More, and I want to take a moment to show you our elementary and higher nonfiction that I have. So one of the the series we have that's really popular, and we have quite a few books in them, is this series that's called the Usborne Beginners, and this is a Bees and Wasps book, but we have lots and lots of different titles and topics. This one is great if your child is into one specific topic at a time. Then you can go ahead and just get one book for $4.99, and they can learn all about, and they can just read to their heart's desires. So each page is a different color, and so it's engaging and inviting on each page as they turn it, so they keep their interest. Talks all about the different well, in this case, bees and wasps, and it has little bits of information, so it's not overwhelming. It's broken down, and then there's the mix of the real photos, and then there's the the realistic paintings, which are great. And then each page has a colored background so that there's less eye strain and kids can actually read it better. So really, really fun series. Then after that, we have this series, and this one, these books are for older kids. This one's called Helicopters, and what's great about these, you've got the smaller text, lots more information, still broken up though, lots and lots of pictures and all kinds of different things that they can learn about. There's spying and helicopters and all kinds of interesting topics, like however you want to put that. Anyway, okay, another one that's really neat is we have our Usborne Look Inside series, and this one is how computers work, which is great for introducing kids that especially are interested in computers and maybe want to work with computers as they're older. And this is a lift the flap. So you've got a flap that opens, it's a double flap. And this one's great. It's got all kinds of little bits of information broken down. Like, it talks about how even when we're not realizing it, we're using computers, like when we use our washers and dryers and things. Lots of flaps. Talks about history of computers. All kinds of great information about computers. Like, this talks about how computers used to fill entire rooms and how they've changed nowadays and how we have robots, and just great book. Another Lift the Flap book that we have, this is the Usborne Lift the Flap Picture Atlas. So this book, it's going to talk all about atlases on our Earth, but what's fun about this one, once again, you've got the double flaps. Talk about how maps they flatten out the Earth so that it's 3D, but here's North America, and then there's lots of little flaps that talk about specific areas, like in this case of North America. And you can just spend hours reading through all of the information that's in here. There's South America, goes through all the continents, Europe, lots of little broken down bits to explore, so they can get an idea of what each country is kind of like and what things they have, where certain animals come from. And then what's neat is at the back you have this atlas that comes out that they can pull out, and it's got all the flags on it, which is really cool. Another Lift the Flap book we have is this general knowledge one, and this one just has lots and lots of topics, so it's just kind of a hodgepodge of everything. So you have your did you know, so you have your question, or just a little bit, there's a question or just a little bit of information, and then you can open the flap and read more about that. So you have the world and living things. Oops. Science lab and entertainment. Treasure trove, and then here's When Did It Happen, which even talks about the plague and everything. Really, really cool. And then just little trivia, like here's true or false. Most African elephants are frightened of bees, and the answer is true. So that goes a little bit by. Really, really fun book, and like I said, that'll take a long time for kids to go through all the information in it. And another thing too with Usborne, or with the Lift the Flaps, is the physical movement of lifting a flap actually helps kids retain the information better because it lights up more parts of their brain, which is really great. So another one we have is the Story of series. So it's a story of inventions, a story of science, and I think the story of space, I want to say. Anyway, this one is great because each page talks about, like, here's inventing the wheel, and it just goes through, talks about the wheel and where we are today. Here's land transportation, how it started. And here in 1958, the skateboard first appeared. Lots and lots of fun facts that break it down.
Mommy,
What is it?
I want to paint. I want my dad and me have.
Okay, go ahead and look at that book. Anyway, really, really neat, and lots of broken down information and just fun to read. I actually got this book for myself because I was curious about it. The last book I want to show you is one of our encyclopedias. Now, we have lots of encyclopedias, and the encyclopedias are great because they have the colored backgrounds so that there's not so much eye strain, and so that kids actually can decipher the letters better. But this one, gotta go chase a cat. Okay, this one is called The Mysteries and Marvels of Nature. And this one is great because it just has information about how the animals and everything survive. There's plants on the move. Just amazing facts about the world around us. And look at all these detailed photos. And there's the one, like I said, the colored backgrounds. And these are the kind of books that our encyclopedias are just so amazing to look at, that if you just leave them on your coffee table or somewhere out, the kids will just take them and they'll just want to read them because they are so fascinating. There's lots. Here's Ocean Partners. How animals team up to protect each other and work together. Calls and signals. So much information. Lots and lots to go through. And then we have lots of other encyclopedias that you can go through that are wonderful for studying and for homework help and everything. All right, thanks for watching.